Melissa, your happiness word is satisfaction. I love this. Tell us about satisfaction for you.
Well, if happy is such a weird word, and how do you define happiness? I don't know. For me, it's doing what I want to do and feeling good about it and giving back to others. The more that I do that, the more that I'm true to myself and I do what I want, and I've learned to say no. I don't do the things I don't want to do anymore. And I think that comes with age as well, not feeling bad about saying no and meditating on what it is that makes you feel good. What makes you feel good? And it's usually doing work that is impactful in some way. So the work that I do as a filmmaker brings me great happiness because I'm able to inspire other people, and that was my goal. So that to me is happiness, doing what I'm doing and bringing joy to other people or bringing inspiration to other people and making sure that I'm constantly doing that on a daily basis. And it's just happiness. It's a wonderful thing to be happy because I think in our younger days and when we're working and we've got kids and we're doing all the crazy stuff, if somebody said, "Are you happy?" half the time you would say, "Well, I find bits of happiness here and there." Happiness was always equated on your life is just perfect and everything's fine. And that's not real. So finding happiness and joy in your day-to-day life is really important. And when you are able to parlay your creativity into something outside of working for someone else, it brings the happiness factor way up. I surprise myself. I always thought of myself as mostly a happy person. Most things brought me happiness, most. But now I realized, not really. I wasn't as happy back then as I am now. And it's all related to what is surrounding me. What am I bringing to others? How am I inspiring myself and others? And how does that come back to me? And what does it feel like? Well, it feels like happiness. It's awesome.
Is there a time or an event of something or someone that came to you that you went, oh, wow, I didn't realize that I had touched somebody like that from my work?
Yeah, after the first film, you make a film, you say you're a filmmaker, but I was just saying that. I was making a film, so I suppose theoretically I was a filmmaker, but I had never done it before. And I did a series of interviews with 9 women about their continued relevance as they age and their resilience and the fact that they shouldn't be invisible and just how amazing they all are and so different they all are and what they give to people. Well, I put that film out. My first goal was to see if I could even make it. So I passed that. And then when I hit film festivals, and then later when it was distributed, I started receiving unsolicited feedback from people all over the world that were watching this film, saying how it changed their life, how it inspired them to do something new, how it inspired them to make their list and come up with a reason why they wouldn't try something at age 60 or age 55 or age 80. Some of the people were even 80. So I started getting literally more than 100 responses from people saying, "This inspired me. You inspired me. I needed to hear this. Keep doing this." That's what I heard from people. And that's what I was praying they would get from the film. But again, I was new at it. I wasn't sure I was making it the way it needed to be made in order for people to be inspired in that way. So that has occurred. And in my second film, I'm getting the same feedback that you are inspiring older women and older people, including men, to think about why they haven't done something that they've always fantasized about doing.
Yes, and with your second film, you're getting accolades and awards.
Yeah.
Congratulations for
Thank
that.
you. Thank you. It's been great.
Yes, just wow. And what is it that brings you the satisfaction in these achievements for yourself?
Just that it was my own creation. And nobody told me how to do it. So I put my entire being into these films. I am the film. I am part of the story of this film, both films. And that brings me great satisfaction that I was able to cut through any fear that was there, any negativity that I heard from the outside, and really make a commitment to myself to see if I could create something that would create a buzz within other individuals. And the satisfaction that I get from that, knowing that I did it on my own and that I was able to affect change in people in some small way, is more than satisfying. It's amazing. So, it just feels wonderful.
And do you have the idea for your next film yet?
Well, everybody asks me that. And I've been playing with the idea because I haven't done it yet. I've only done 2 documentaries, which to me is the easy way out for a filmmaker. Because if you're a decent storyteller, you're just really relaying somebody else's story that already exists. You're not making it up. So I have already starting notes on a screenplay where the older woman protagonist is a bit of a mystery, and she solves a mystery even though she is invisible because she's so old. And nobody, including the police or the FBI, even realize that she's there. Yet she's there behind the scenes figuring out this mystery. And she's an awesome, smart, wonderful older woman. So I am playing with that screenplay, and we'll see where that goes.
Melissa, if you could give the gift of health, wealth, or happiness, which one would you give and why?
Which one would I give? I would give health. And the reason that I would give health is because as long as you have your health, the possibilities are endless. If you don't have health, you're going to be restricted in many things that you might want to do. You might be, yeah, restricted to a number, 1, 2, or 3. I can do these things. I'm not excited about it. But if somebody has their health, they can do anything that they want. And I am a strong proponent of that. And that shows in my latest film, Climbing into Life. You know, Deirdre Wallenick, she's 73 years old and she's climbing mountains around the world. And she was never an athlete, but she has her health. So her health is allowing her to step outside of herself and do something extremely physical that, most people wouldn't even consider doing when they're 50. So I would give the gift of health to everyone.
And now we have a question from our previous guest.
How do you capture moments of gratitude in your life?
I capture moments of gratitude in my life through journaling. I belong to a group that has a gratitude group within it. And we talk about joy and gratitude and what it means and how you find it and how you capture it. And for me, I look every day. I wake up trying to figure out, what am I grateful for today? It's usually, I'm still here. I'm still here. I feel good. I get to do whatever I want today and help people today in some way. And I'm so grateful for that. And I write down my gratitudes daily in a journal. And I can then go back and look at what I've done in the past, what I was grateful for last Wednesday. It's really cool because then you start to see themes. So I often tell people, find a group that's talking about gratitude, join that group, and then journal what it is that you're grateful for every day. And start your day asking yourself what you're grateful for at that moment. And it just sets you off in a positive light for the day.
Oh my goodness, Melissa, I am thrilled, excited that you accepted the invitation to come on this podcast. You are as amazing as everything that precedes you, and everyone that I have met that knows you said you are just terrific to know. And I am so happy to know you and to have you share your story with others.
Thank you, Christine. It's great to be here. I've loved talking with you, and I really appreciate the fact that you had me on. Thank you.
And this isn't the last time. You're going to be invited back for one of our panels, so we hope to see you there.
Thank you so much.
Subscribe and click the link below to find out about bonus tracks and how to join our community.